Hello and welcome. In this math tutorial, our task is to find the value of x that satisfies this logarithmic equation. Now, the only information we have about x and y, that is the unknowns in this equation, is that both x and y are positive real numbers greater than 1. Now, the first thing we are going to do is to change the base of these logarithms into a common base. We are going to work in base 10. When we apply the change of base formula to this, we have 2 times log x divided by 3 times log 9. Of course, you know that when we write log without specifying the base, it means we are working in base 10. In this case, we have 3 times log 9 divided by 5 times log y. And in this case, we have 5 times log y divided by 2 times log x. And of course, this is still equal to 3. Now, at this point, we are going to apply the AMGM inequality. This is the inequality that tells us that for a group of positive real numbers, the arithmetic mean must be greater than or equal to the geometric mean of the group. Now, the arithmetic mean is only equal to the geometric mean when all the numbers in the group are the same. Of course, you know that for x and y greater than 1, this number is going to be real and positive. This number is going to be real and positive. And this number is also going to be real and positive. So when we take the arithmetic mean of these three numbers, we have 1 over 3 into the sum of these three numbers. That is 2 log x over 3 log 9 plus 3 log 9 over 5 log y plus 5 log y over 2 log x. And according to this inequality, we have that this arithmetic mean must be greater than or equal to the geometric mean. The geometric mean of these three numbers is the cube root of the product of these three numbers. So we have 2 log x over 3 log 9 multiplied by 3 log 9 over 5 log y multiplied by 5 log y over 2 log x. Now notice that 2 log x is going to take care of 2 log x. 3 log 9 divided by 3 log 9 is 1. 5 log y divided by 5 log y is also 1. So on the right hand side of this inequality, we have the cube root of 1, which of course is equal to 1. So we have that this arithmetic mean must be greater than or equal to 1. Now, when we multiply both sides of this inequality by 3, we have that 2 log x over 3 log 9 plus 3 log 9 over 5 log y plus 5 log y over 2 log x must be greater than or equal to 1 times 3, which of course is equal to 3. Now, this is what the arithmetic mean, geometric mean inequality tells us. It tells us that if this number is different from this number and different from this number, then the sum of these three numbers must always be greater than 3. But if this number is equal to this number, which in turn is equal to this number, then the sum of these three numbers must always be equal to 3. Now, when you go back to the original equation, we have that this plus this plus this is equal to 3. So we can conclude from the arithmetic mean, geometric mean inequality that since this plus this plus this must be greater than or equal to 3, then from the equation we have that this must be equal to this, must be equal to this. So the only way that this equation is going to hold, is going to be possible according to the AMGM inequality is if this is equal to this and equal to that. So finally, we have that for this equation to be possible, then 2 log x over 3 log 9 must be equal to 3 log 9 over 5 log y, which is in turn is equal to 5 log y over 2 log x. Now let us group this. We have that 2 log x over 3 log 9 is equal to 3 log 9 over 5 log y. And we have that 2 log x over 3 log 9 is equal to 5 log y over 2 log x. Now from the first equation, when we cross multiply, we have that 2 log x times 5 log y, that is 10 log x log y is equal to this times that, that is 3 log 9 squared. When we divide both sides of this equation by 10 log x, we have that log y is equal to 3 log 9 squared divided by 10 log x. From the second equation, we have that this times this, that is 2 log x squared is equal to 3 log 9 times 5 log y, that is 15 log 9 log y. But we already have this relationship for log y, so we can substitute this for log y in the second equation. So we have that this is equal to 15 log 9 times 3 log 9 squared divided by 10 log x. And from here we have that 4 log squared x, 2 squared is equal to 4, and log x squared is log squared x is equal to 15 log 9 times 9 log squared 9 divided by 10 log x. Now let us multiply through this equation by log x and divide through this equation by 4. Of course, this is going to cancel that. Log squared x times log x is going to give us log cubed x, and this is equal to, this is going to cancel this, and we have 15 times 9 times log 9 times log squared 9 is going to give us log cubed 9 divided by 10 times 4, which is equal to 40. 5 into 15 is 3. 5 into 40 is 8. So this is equal to 3 times 9 is 27. Here we have 8, and of course we have log cubed 9. Now notice that 27 is 3 cubed, while 8 is 2 cubed, and we have log cubed 9. So this simply means that on the right hand side of this equation, what we have is 3 over 2 log 9 to the power 3. 3, 3, and 3. And when we take cube root of both sides of this equation, we have that log x is equal to 3 over 2 times log 9. But of course, you know that if we apply the power rule of logarithms to this right hand side, this is going to be log 9 to the power 3 over 2. Now, when you compare both sides of this equation, it is very easy to see that x is equal to 9 to the power 3 over 2. So we have that x is equal to 9 to the power 3 over 2. But once more, you know that this is the cube of the square root of 9. The square root of 9 is 3. The cube of 3 is 27. So x is equal to 27. So the value of x that satisfies this equation is 27. And for good measure, let us also find the value of y. From this first equation, when we cross multiply, we have 10 log x log y is equal to 3 squared log squared 9. Now, when we divide both sides of this equation by 10 log x, we have that log y is equal to 3 squared is 9 log squared 9 divided by 10 log x. But remember that x is equal to 27 and 27 is 9 to the power 3 over 2. So this is equal to 9 log squared 9 divided by, when we apply the power rule of logarithms to this log, then we can bring down the exponent of 9 to the front to become a multiplier. And we have 3 over 2 times 10 times log 9. Now, log 9 is going to take 1 of that. We have 9 log 9 divided by 2 into itself is 1 and into 10 is 5. 3 times 5 is 15. So we have 15 in the denominator. Now, of course, 3 into 9 is 3 and 3 into 15 is 5. So this is 3 over 5 log 9. Once more, when we apply the power rule to this, we can write it as log 9 to the power 3 over 5. Now, when you compare this left-hand side to this right-hand side, it is very easy to see that y is equal to 9 to the power 3 over 5. So we have that y is equal to 9 to the power 3 over 5. And finally, to check our answer, let us substitute these values of x and y into the left-hand side of the original equation. We have 2 over 3 times log to base 9 of x. X is 27, which is 9 to the power 3 over 2. So here we have 9 to the power 3 over 2 plus 3 over 5 times log to base 9 to the power 3 over 5 of 9 plus 5 over 2 times log to base 9 to the power 3 over 2 of 9 to the power 3 over 5. Now, of course, you know that log to base 9 of 9 to the power 3 over 2 is equal to 3 over 2. So here we have 2 over 3 times 3 over 2. Now, we can write this as 3 over 5 times log to base 9 to the power 3 over 5 of 9 to the power 3 over 5 to the power 5 over 3. Of course, you know that to get rid of this bracket, all we have to do is to multiply these two powers. And 3 over 5 times 5 over 3 is equal to 1. So we haven't changed anything. And lastly, we have 5 over 2 times log to base 9 to the power 3 over 2 of, we can write this as 9 to the power 3 over 2 to the power 2 over 5. Once more, 3 over 2 times 2 over 5 is going to give us 3 over 5. So we haven't changed anything. Now, of course, you know that 2 over 3 times 3 over 2 is equal to 1 plus, we have log to base 9 to the power 3 over 5 of 9 to the power 3 over 5 to the power 5 over 3. So this is equal to 5 over 3. So here we have 3 over 5 times 5 over 3 plus. In this case, we have log to base 9 to the power 3 over 2 of 9 to the power 3 over 2 to the power 2 over 5. Now, since this base is equal to this, then this whole log term is equal to 2 over 5. So we have 5 over 2 times 2 over 5. Now, of course, we have 1. This, that, 1. Plus this, that, 1. Note that this is equal to this, equal to that, equal to 1. And of course, 1 plus 1 plus 1 is equal to 3. So, for this value of x and this value of y, this logarithmic equation is satisfied. And with that, we come to the end of this tutorial. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you enjoy such content, please subscribe to the channel. Leave us a thumbs up to support the channel. Thanks for watching, and you can see more videos here.